tonight, around midnight, this guy comes in. He's driving a decently nice car. It's a Honda, but it's one of those nicer Hondas. It looked like maybe it was racing. He comes in and it seems like normal, right? He just gets some soda and chips and comes up to the counter and pays. And then his friend comes in and they're chit-chatting. And the friend goes, "Oh, I'm just hanging out with so-and-so for tonight. We're just chilling, driving around." And he's like, "Oh, be careful of him. He's bad news." And then the friend leaves, and because he pays gas, and he goes and pays for his gas. First guy bought gas with the card, and then bought the soda and chips with cash. As he's paying for the soda and chips with the cash, the cop walks in, and the police officer, I think he's just there for snacks, because usually when they come around, they're getting snacks or like a Red Bull or something, help them keep it up at night. But the officer is like, "Hey, how's it going?" And I'm like, "Hi." And then he just stands there and waits by the door. And I'm like, "Oh, what's going on?" And then the guy that's paying goes to leave. The cop stops him and he's like, "Hey, do you mind if I talk to you for a minute? You're not in any trouble. I just want to talk to you." So they go outside and they start talking. I cannot hear what they're saying because it's rainy and they're outside and there's so many barriers, right? I can hear that there are voices, but I can't hear the words. And then next thing I know, this guy, he must be like 20 years old. He looked pretty young, to be honest. He's in handcuffs all of a sudden, and the cops are still talking to him. And I'm like, dude, his girlfriend is sitting in the passenger seat, like, looking terrified. And she keeps looking through the window at me like I have any ability to do anything. I'm just like, "I'm sorry, girl, I can't. This is out of my hands. I don't even know what's going on. I don't even know what he's being handcuffed for." Like, no clue. I still have no clue. And then, so he gets taken away. And then the cop has the girlfriend step out of the car. And they're talking. And then she gets handcuffs. And taken to a different car. And so, at this point, the cops start going through the car, like every inch of the car. They're like pulling up the seats, pulling open all the drawers. They even popped the hood in front to look and see if there's any, I don't know what they're looking for, but I saw them pull some things out of the like compartments of the car and put them on the hood and take pictures, but I couldn't see what they were. That I saw this, the one of the officers was holding up this thing and like showing it to the others, and they're like, "Look at this," and they looked interested in it, and he took pictures of it. I have no idea what it is. I've never seen anything like it before. It was like this, maybe this big, and it's got like this 2-prong with one at the bottom, and it didn't look like a pipe to me. It looked like some kind of electronic thing, but what? I have no idea. No clue. And I didn't even get a chance to ask the officers about it because they left. As soon as the tow truck came to take the car away, because both of the people had been taken away in cop cars, they did let the girl out to get her bag of stuff that they had already paid for, mind you. Like, this guy paid for stuff, went out to his car, and immediately was like handcuffed and taken away. And they never pumped the gas. Fortunately, since they used the card, I just refunded it back to the card. It's really easy, just one press of the button, back to the card. As soon as I saw her get put in handcuffs, and I realized that car is getting towed, they're not pumping their gas. I should give it back. They actually let her out of the car and uncuffed her, and she went to her car and took the bag of stuff. And then they had to usher her back to the cop car. And I heard her say something like, seriously? Again, like 20 years old, very young. And yeah, those two cars left with the people in them. I don't think she was getting arrested since they uncuffed her, but she's probably going to have to do something at the courthouse or something like that. The tow truck came, took the car away, and they left the windows down because this girl had rolled down the window to talk to the cop through the window, and the cops never rolled it back up for them after they take the people away. So it is raining so hard right now. On the way to the tow place, I mean, the tow place honestly probably isn't even covered. So all night it's going to sit there getting soaking wet all over the inside of the seat because that window is all the way down. I'm like, oh, you couldn't have the decency to roll up their window for them? Like, damn. But yeah, no clue. The cops left. I would have asked them because I see them often enough. I recognized them. They know who I am as well. I would have been like, hey, what just happened out there? But they never came back in. They just, I have no idea. I'm trying to figure it out. The only thing I can think of is maybe drugs, but what kind? They did not look like crackheads. Weed is legal right now, so you don't get arrested for that anymore. Or maybe they were racing with the car, because as the car pulled away, I was looking at it, and I'm like, it kind of does look like maybe they're racing with it. But how did they get caught at a gas station? It's not like they were speeding on the way here. I didn't see that. They pulled in like normal. Like everything about the interaction with me and the guy was totally normal, and I didn't think there was anything weird going on until the cop came in and stood there by the door. The cops were out there for a good hour, from like 12 to 1. And after that, it was really quiet because a lot of people, they don't want to come by. A few customers were brave enough to pass through all the cop cars and like come into the store because they needed snacks or whatever. And they all asked me, what's going on out there? And all I could say is, I have no idea. But it's nothing to do with me, I promise. I don't know. I hope they're okay, I guess. What an interesting night. Damn. Well, I'll see all you guys tomorrow. Have a great night. Definitely having a better night than these other two people. Bye.